Well, Valheim is a bit popular, isn't it? Having sold over 5 million copies already, it's taken Steam by storm, and for good reason. The sandbox game has you surviving the wilderness, starting off naked, like any good game, and then gradually, through much punching, then hitting, and then chopping of wood, building your strength so you can take on the bosses of Valheim, sap their power, and probably get distracted by building yourself a fortress that strikes fear into the hearts of grey dwarves everywhere. It's been such a hit that Valheim already has a ton of mods that you can download that add small quality of life improvements, from changes to building, to the HUD, to gameplay mechanics. I've rounded up the best ones that you can download right now from Nexus, but before I get started, I'd like to say a big thank you to Emma Kent, whose article inspired this video. Thanks, Emma. You can read her full piece at Eurogamer.net with a link in the description below. So here are the best mods that you can download for Valheim right now. First off, real quick, download the Valheim unstripped DLLs, and using Nexus's Vortex mod manager will come in handy, so make sure you've got that on your PC too. Valheim Plus is the mother of all Valheim mods, and if there's one from this list you should download, it's this one. Squished within it are tons of alterations to improve gameplay, and you can pick and choose which ones you enable, from changing your stamina or carry weight to showing the amount of time until the fermenter is done doing its stuff. There's also an auto deposit system for the furnace and kiln, which deposits objects into the nearest chest, which is a big time saver and saves you having to ferry things back and forth like you're trying to get your step count up for the day, which is something I am so familiar with right now. If you're a fiend for barrow delving, you might also be a bit miffed that torches tend to run out. So Valheim Plus also disables torches running out of gas, or wood, or whatever it is they burn. I could keep listing all the stuff Valheim Plus does, but that would take up the entirety of this video, so just trust me when I say it's hot. The equipment and quick slots mod from Randy Knapp is simple. It gives your equipped items, like your armour, their very own inventory slots. Quick word of warning though, as it is specified in the description that this mod could make you lose all your armour, so make sure you back up your character, or at least have some spare armour somewhere. If you've always got an absolutely stuffed inventory, then this mod is for you, friendo. Rather than having to ferry coal, food and ore back and forth to smelters and cooking stations and the like, this mod pulls resources from containers within a certain range. There's also the handy added function where both crafting and building menus will show you whether you can create an item based on all the resources available in chests that are close by, instead of just looking at your inventory. Nifty. This mod is a more concise version of the one above, so if you don't need all of the crafting, smelting, building, etc. features and just want to have your smelters to be fueled automatically, this might be the better option. Autofuel enables kilns and smelters to hoover up coal, wood and ore from the ground and nearby containers. So if you drop wood and ore near the furnace, it'll automatically use it, instead of having to put it in the furnace manually. Those of you who like things neat and tidy like me will probably get a little bit on edge seeing things on the floor, but as long as you can ignore that tiny little internal voice telling you to clean up and that you're not good enough, then this is a sweet little shortcut. The use equipment in water mod pretty much does what it says in the tin, but I'll make it even clearer for you because you're special and you deserve that. With this mod installed, you can use your equipment in water, i.e. you can build, swish your sword around and whatnot, and generally get soaking wet while also doing something useful. This should come in handy when I'm trying to get rid of the unsightly rocks near my dock. I want clear waters, Odin, damn it. Another word of warning, however. If you run out of stamina in the water, you do still run the risk of drowning, and that stamina will run out even faster when you're swinging weapons or tools around. So, seeing as water wings aren't a thing in Valheim yet, just be careful. Another mod mod that's fairly obvious in its use and how helpful it will be is this clock mod from Thorn, which shows either the specific in-game time or a rough approximation of the time of day, so morning, afternoon, etc. I tend to lose track of time in Valheim fairly quickly, and I swear the days go by incredibly fast, so this is undoubtedly going to be useful when I'm off adventuring. Especially when I've gone off to explore the far reaches of the map and realise that I have not very long at all to get home before night falls and the grey dwarves suddenly get brave and decide they can take me on. They're wrong, of course, but I would rather be sleeping in bed than sprinting back home with a conga line of them behind me because I lost track of time yet again. Playing Valheim alone is great fun, but I know for a fact that a lot of you watching this, I see you, play Valheim on servers in a big old group with some chums, and if that sounds like you, pay attention because this is the mod you want. Mapsync allows you to share the places on the map you've discovered with your friends when you're standing close to them. So you can try and coordinate them going off to explore a barrow mound you found by showing them where it is on the map, instead of giving vague directions and then hearing their bloody end as they go the wrong way and run into the troll. Or do I just need smarter friends? Bet you can't guess what this mod does. Me being facetious aside, this first-person view mod lets you zoom all the way in and experience the world of Valheim in first person, instead of the third person in the vanilla game. With this downloaded, you can see the necks, grey dwarves and bosses up close and personal. Perfect for those of you who want some extra immersion or simply want to observe Valheim's unmistakable old-style graphics and modern lighting in the finest detail possible. With this better UI mod, you're able to pick and mix which changes you want, so there's no pressure to overhaul the entire UI if you just want one or two of the features, like shrimps and bananas or flying saucers. I'm hungry. Anyway, with the better UI mod, you can see the durability of your tools, see tips about armour and weapons that show you what they do and the benefits they provide in more detail, track your progression towards different skills like run, block, etc. It updates the enemy HP bar so you can see the exact number of health they have, and has some neat little stats about how much you've killed, died, crafted and built. This AnyPortal mod is so handy and will save you having to craft multiple pairs of portals and overall be more efficient in the use of said portals. Let me explain. With this mod, instead of using the game's default tag-based pairing system for portals, you instead have a drop-down menu that lets you select the portal you want to teleport to. Even handier is the fact that if you forget which portal is where, in the drop-down menu you can see how far each portal is from you, so you can narrow down where you want to go based on that too. Plus, this AnyPortal mod marks portals on the map, so you'll never forget where they are should you need to get to one in a hurry and flee the troll that's hot on your tail. This mod is especially handy in the late stages of the game when you have loads of resources and can craft as many portals as you want to save yourself from sprinting back and forth across the map because cardio is for losers. So if you're just starting to play Valheim, you probably won't need to download this mod for a while. Mind you, I'm not your mum, so do what you want. Another mod from Randy Knapp, this improved Build HUD mod helps you keep precise track of how much you need to craft a certain thing and how much of that certain thing you can craft. So, if you want to craft a cooking station, for example, and have plenty of resources, it'll show you that you can create multiple cooking stations and put them outside of your house as a warning to any edible creatures who might come close. This mod I love. The instant monster loot drop mod from Thorn, again, does something very helpful indeed. Monsters, when they die, instantly drop their loot at the same time that they blow up into a puff of smoke, instead of having a weird delay in between the smoke puffball and the loot dropping. I believe the technical term is terminally impatient, so if you're like me then you'll probably love this mod as it saves a precious couple of seconds and overall just looks a bit cleaner to me. Imagine patience being a virtue. And that's the best mods for Valheim that you can download right now. If you enjoyed the video, thanks very much, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos about video games, as we here at Eurogamer have a new video out every single day. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go and continue building the castle/witch's cottage that I've been dreaming of, so I'll see you next time.